it audible in online? Is it audible?
Namaste, please come. Come this side, sir. Please. Shall we start?
Yeah.
We'll go? Okay, we start now. Okay, good morning everyone. We'll discuss in English or Hindi, whatever you want. English is okay with everyone, right? Hindi, I think, no. Okay, so we'll discuss in English only. Yeah. So let me start with my introduction first, and then we'll cover the topic about the Agnihotra. So I'm Naveen Jain. Basically, I'm a mechanical engineer. I did my MBA also. I also got my PMP through PMI USA. And then for the close 20 years, I have been working in different corporates, including GE, John Deere, Volvo, Hero MotoCorp, across USA, Europe and China so far. That is the one thing. About my wife, she is actually Shalini Jain. She is my wife actually. So she is also an agricultural engineer, and she has also done the MBA. She is actually also one of the acupuncture doctor also. So we both are actually from Jaipur. Our family is from Jaipur. We are from Jaipur actually, Rajasthan. And then the Agnihotra practice we have been doing for the last 40 years. So Agnihotra is basically is a method to purify the environment. So if you see the current scenario, in terms of air pollution, in terms of water pollution, even whatever we are eating in terms of food grain, fruits, even the air, even the drinking water, everything is impure actually, nothing is pure. That's why it is going in our body also. So along with air pollution, water pollution, even there is a mental pollution also nowadays. What is mental pollution is basically we never think in the right direction, we always think in the negative side, and the results are the negative actually. So as per the law of attraction also, which is again science term, which says whatever we think in the mind, it gives the results in that way. And negativity is so high nowadays, it is going in the kids also. Earlier it is there with us, with our level only, but nowadays it is going in the kids also. So whatever we are seeing in the environment, because this is a method to purify the environment, whatever we are seeing in the environment is everything is impure actually. Everything has the pollution. That's where it is giving a negative impact on the body actually. So in terms of anxiety, depression, frustration, and even there are a lot of health issues in the family. that is there. So how to cure ourselves? That is the one bigger question here. So if I give the example, let's say the current scenario, if I compare with almost 100 years ago time or with the ancient time, people used to be more fit in terms of physical, in terms of mental. Why? Because they used to take the pure air, pure water, pure food grain actually, and that's the reason they were keeping them very healthy. If there is a family of 10 members, you will hardly find 2-3 members who are suffering from health issues. But nowadays, if you see a family of 3 to 4 members, now we know this is only nuclear families, right? So there are the 3 to 4 members in the family. You can find almost 1 or 2 members are suffering from the diabetic or the blood pressure or any other health issues. So how to cure ourselves actually? How to cure ourselves is one of the biggest question which we have in our mind. Of course, yoga is there, meditation is there, where you come and join sir class also to remain healthy actually. But what about our family members? Are they coming in the yoga classes? No. So how to remain entire family healthy? That is the one thing over here. So I give one more example to you. For example, Delhi. So Delhi, as we know, is our capital, right? The air pollution level in the Delhi is almost 400 numbers. There is one term which is the AQI, air quality index basically, which shows what is the purity of the air actually. So if you see that Delhi's update is almost 405 100 numbers are there in the AQI standard there in Delhi. That's the reason you can hear in the news also. Lot of time the schools get shut down actually for some time, right? The traffic rules are there. Why it is happening? And then if you see on the Google also, almost 20 lakhs their kids, their lungs are damaged actually, and they are taking the medicines because of this air pollution. So that they are taking the medicines, and you can see the scenario when they will go after 10 to 15 years, when these kids go in their professional life or in their personal life, how their body will behave actually, because we know the medicines are not good for the health. Medicines are not good for the health because there is a negative impact on the body actually. So we are actually spending a lot of time also, lot of energy also, and even the money also on the medicines actually. So there is a saying in Hindi also, 7 sukh, 7 happiness, right? So one of the first happiness is if you remain healthy. If one can remain healthy in terms of physical, in terms of mental, then this is the first happiness in the world actually, I would say. So if you if you are happy, if you are healthy, and then if your family is also healthy, then that is the first happiness, because whatever we are earning, I'm also going in the job actually. So whatever we are earning, at least we can utilize the money also in terms of all those things, right? Otherwise, we are spending a lot of time, lot of energy, as I mentioned, that is there with this ill environment. And why it is happening is because of the ill environment. So whatever we are intaking in our body, in terms of air, in terms of food grain, fruits, vegetable, even drinking water, everything is impure. There is one phrase which says, whatever we take inside, it gives the body results in that way. Jaisa khaye ann, waisa hoye man. That is the phrase actually. It is from the ancient time only. So why this is happening is because of this environment only. Now, how to remain healthy, how to keep ourselves motivated also, and how to get rid of the anxiety, depression, frustration, and keep healthy our family. That is the biggest question which we have, and the answer is very simple actually. That is there in the ancient time, that is there in the Vedas, that is your Agnihotra actually. It is purely based on the Vedic science. It is a part of Yajurveda. It is mentioned over there. Even Lord Rama has performed the Agnihotra throughout the life actually. It is there mentioned in the Valmiki Ramayana. So if you see the older time, the people used to be more fit, more all those things were there because of this thing only. So that is the one practice which we have been doing for the last 40 years. And for this era, the first Agnihotra was started in the 1963 by Mahanubha Shri Poddar Sahib on 22nd of Feb actually. Since then, it is being spread across the world actually. There are many persons. If you see, Agnihotra is very simple process, yet very powerful. Why simple? Because it hardly takes only 5 to 7 minutes in the morning and evening, which is less than 1% of the time, sir. So let's say there are 24 hours in our time. It hardly takes 5 to 7 minutes in the morning and 5 to 7 minutes in the evening. That means you are investing only less than a 1% time for doing this practice, ma'am. and the results are very powerful. Why? Because when you do Agnihotra, it creates the gases. So we'll discuss the entire science, because I'm also from science background, so we'll discuss about the entire science, what is the science behind the Agnihotra. So when you do Agnihotra, it creates the gases. There are the 4 kind of gases which are getting emitted because of this entire process. Ethylene oxide, beta-propyl formaldehyde and formalin oxide. So when these gases are getting emitted, when it mixes in the environment, that's where your bacteria are not there actually. Your pathogen infection of the home will go away with this process. So this is very simple, this is powerful, that's the reason this is getting spread across the world. There are almost 100 plus countries where this practice is being done actually in the same way, same process which we will discuss in the coming half an hour time. That is the reason actually, and it has impact. So Agnihotra is a holistic approach, ma'am. It has, you can purify your water, your food grain, your air, which is our basic need. Our basic need is not a roti kapda or makan. Our basic need is, if we get the pure air, pure water, pure food grain, this is our basic need. And if we get this basic need fulfilled, then our entire family will remain healthy. And this is the experience which we have been for the last 40 years. So if you see our family's medicinal expenses, it is very lesser actually. Hardly 100 rupees, 200 rupees, hardly. If I compare with the other families, it's almost less than 10% actually, not higher. That means we are not putting our time also, energy also to doctors. We are safeguarded. So that's the process which we have been following. Now, this is very small, then one can wonder how this small process can purify the entire environment. What is that thing actually? So I'll give an example. If there are the 3 floors in the home, for example, and then on the first floor there is a kitchen, and our ladies are preparing, our wife or our mothers are preparing a food, and if they boil the ghee, and if they put a small quantity of chili powder, you can see the person who is staying on the 3rd floor also get coughing and sneezing, ma'am. Am I right or wrong? Right or wrong? Because this fire has that much of power. When you put something, it gets decomposed and it gives results in the manifold way. So basically, when you put the chili powder, it gives a result in that way. If you put the other things, it gives a result in that way only. So that it has that much of power. So with the one time of performance of the Agnihotra, 7,000 cubic feet of your area gets purified, where 90% bacteria will not be there in the home. All things are science. We have a research paper available. Everything is science. You can also search on Google. Everything is, we are discussing about the science only. So that's the result. It's very small process, yet very powerful process, and it is being done by thousands or lakhs of the people in India. And if you go abroad, there are a lot of people who has been Agnihotra actually. So we came in the month of last year, June actually, when I changed my job from Hero Motocorp to one of the EV company where I'm heading the program team actually over here. So we came in the month of June last year. We took almost 35 to 38 sessions in different yoga centers, art of living centers, societies, schools, wherever I get a chance. Everything is free of cost only. We go and we try to at least educate the person about this ancient practice. At least one can know how to remain healthy. It is up to you guys whether you want to start the performance of the Agnihotra in your home or not. That's your choice. But this is the one thing which we have been experiencing for the last 40 years. There are many families who are doing for the last 50 years also, and they are getting the same experience. And you can also take the experience of the same thing when you go for the Agnihotra. That is all about the background, the context, why we need to do Agnihotra. That is the one thing. So you can keep yourself healthy, remain healthy in terms of physical, in terms of mental also, which is very important. The vibrations are getting increased, it enhances in the home when you do Agnihotra every day. That is our experience actually. So positivity, tension you can get rid of, anxiety, depression, everything can be answered with the help of Agnihotra, since it's a holistic approach. Agnihotra is a holistic approach, and the expenses are very minimal. It's hardly 400-500 rupees per month when you arrange the cow dung cakes. That's only the expenses, which is nothing. When you go to any of the ice cream parlor also, we know about 500 rupees, how it goes, right? And this is the per month expense for the entire family, ma'am. For the entire family who participate in the Agnihotra or don't participate in the Agnihotra, but the entire environment of the home gets purified. There is the best part of the Agnihotra actually. Right, sir? Now, what is the process? How to do the Agnihotra? What are the different things which is required to do Agnihotra? We'll discuss in detail about this with entire science logic. We'll discuss about the scientific aspect of the Agnihotra, right? So, basically it has the 5 principles. So everything, whatever we do in our life, it should be driven through the disciplined way or through the principle, right? For example, we are working in the corporates, we have to attain some KRA. Then only you can get the promotions or salary hike, right? Similarly, if the students are in the school and if they are studying in the class 10th or 11th or 12th, for example, they need to put 4 to 5 hours daily basis regularly. Then they will get the good results in the exam. Then otherwise there is no wonder ki on one fine day they just read and get the marks, right, sir? So everything is a discipline driven, everything is a principle driven in our life. Similarly, there are the 5 principles which are very simple principles to do the Agnihotra. So whenever we do Agnihotra, it has to be done with the 5 principles. So the first principle is, whenever we do Agnihotra, it should be done in the morning and in the evening. Sunrise timing and sunset timing. This is the first principle. So whenever we do Agnihotra, it has to be done in the morning and in the evening, sunrise timing and sunset timing. What happened? What happened at this point of time? What is the science? What is the logic behind this actually? So as per our body system, as per the Ayurveda also, we have 2 nostrils in our body. Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. I think sir must be aware about this. There is a Nadi system in our body, Surya Nadi and Chandra Nadi. We can't sense that one because the doctors can sense very easily. But this Nadi system works, alternatively. For example, when left start, then the right will not be there, and it gets hardly changed from left to right and right to left. We can't sense. But when there is a sunrise timing, when there is sunset timing, at this point of time, both the nostrils are working together. That means your left and right nostrils are working together. You can enhance, you can intake lot of energy in your body when you do Agnihotra. What happened, ma'am, at this point of time, when there is changeover in the environment from sunrise to sunset or sunset to sunrise, vice versa, then there is this rhythm in the environment. These rhythms are circadian rhythm. These are the circadian rhythm, which is again part of astrophysics, again part of science only. So when there is change in the environment from sunrise to sunset or sunset to sunrise, that's where the circadian rhythms are there. You are trying to sync your body with the nature actually.
In yoga we say Ida Nadi.
Yes, Ida and Pilla Nadi. Yes.
Right side is
Bilkul.
Ida and left side.
Yes, that is the system. So you are trying to sync your body with the nature. With the nature, we are taking everything, sir. We are taking the air also, the food also, sunlight also. But what we are giving is simply a pollution, simply a waste. Right, sir? And the repercussion in that way only. So whatever we give, we get the results in that way. So Corona was one of the example, which was the eco-imbalancing, right? It was the example of nature only, right? And our family who were doing it for the last 40 years, we were safe in the coronas, all the waves actually. We were safe in the corona, and we try to tell multiple persons also about Agnihotra practice. So the first principle is, when we do Agnihotra, we should do in the morning and in the evening, sunrise timing and sunset timing. So for example, if you go to any of the beaches, if you go to any of the sea beach, you will find the beaches are cool and calm in the morning and afternoon time. But in the evening, it comes in the high tide and low tide. Why? Because it's a nature actually. The entire thing gets centralized, the gravity force attracts, basically that's the reason it is getting this thing. So you are trying to sync your body with the nature in the morning and in the evening. So whenever you do Agnihotra, there is a time chart available for Bangalore. Your idea also I can share the app with you. It has the morning time, evening time. We should do perform Agnihotra in this time only. That is the first principle of doing Agnihotra. Right, sir?
Do it both the time?
Huh?
Morning and evening?
Yes. So whenever, the convenience is there, we should perform 2 times in the day. Or let's say if like you are not there in the home or you are at the job, then anyone in the family member can perform the Agnihotra. Or if no one is there, then you can skip. There is no impact. Because it's a completely science, not religion, so there is no issue with that, ma'am. Whenever you are in the home, try to do Agnihotra. That is the one thing. So morning and evening time, this time chart is there. With that we can do. That is the first principle. I share the app with you. You can take the printout and get it started. This is the first principle. Second principle says, whenever you do Agnihotra, what is the shape? The shape of this thing is pyramid. So whenever we do Agnihotra, we should do Agnihotra in the definite shape and size of the pot actually. So this shape is pyramid, as rightly mentioned. So there are 7 wonders in the world, right? We might have read in our textbooks also, in our our childhood time, right? There are 7 wonders in the world, and one of the wonders is Mishra Pyramid, where thousands years ago there is no decay. Why? Because it has the electromagnetic field. So whatever we keep inside this particular shape, there is no decay in that shape actually. Whatever you keep, like for example, if I keep a raw milk in this, the milk will retain in the same properties till the time of evening. So if you put in the morning, then till the time evening, there is no change in the properties. There is no curdling actually of the milk. If you put milk inside this bowl actually. So there is a pyramid energy. There is a pyramid energy, and if you see on Google, there are a lot of scientists who are doing the research on this pyramid energy, sir. Because you can find the Google. So what happened in this shape? It has the electromagnetic field. So whenever we do Agnihotra, of course we have to do in this particular shape and size. So size is 5.25 centimeter is the base. The height is around 6.5 centimeter. The width from the top is 14.5 centimeter, and 51 degrees is the angle actually. And the raw material of this particular pyramid is the copper. So whatever the element discussed by science so far, out of 118 element, this is the element which is the purest element actually. Even every molecule of the copper has a pyramid structure. That's why we are putting, that's why we are keeping the water also in the copper vessel, because your water is purified. Right, sir? So it has the raw material is of this pot is a copper, definite shape and size, because that has the electromagnetic field. So when you do Agnihotra, the entire cosmic energy gets synced with this, and the energy gets decentralized to everyone. That's why the energy comes in the home actually. There is the second principle of doing the Agnihotra. There is a shape, the pyramid structure pot we need to use while doing the Agnihotra. This is the second principle. The third principle is we have to use the cow dung cakes. This is actually pure cow dung cake actually, which we arrange from the Goshala also, from Maharashtra. So cow dung, we know there are many medicinal properties nowadays in the cow dung. Like for example, you might have heard about this thing also, they are BP patients, right? If they go to Goshala and if they spend some time with the cows, then their BP also goes down. Similarly, if you put this cow dung in the farming, that's where the organic farming is there. Similarly, in the family, if someone is suffering from the malaria or fever, if they smell the fresh cow dung, then the malaria and fever will go away. You might have seen in the TV also where, in the villages, in the older time, the public in the village used to put the coating of this cow dung actually. That is there actually. It has that much of properties. Similarly, I'll also tell you one example. So what we did is, we did one experiment in Jaipur. We applied a fresh cow dung on your palm and dried for 1 hour. We went to doctor and asked doctor to do the X-ray. So doctor can do the X-ray of your organ, right? Either hand or head also, leg also. They can do the X-ray, sir, right? When we applied the fresh cow dung, it was dried for 1 hour, and we asked doctor to do the X-ray. You won't believe, sir, your X-ray was black. That means the radioactive rays of your X-ray will not pass through your cow dung cake, sir. It has that much of properties. So when you combine the 5 principles together, you can feel a lot of energy in the home. That is the rationale behind the Agnihotra actually. Because every principle has that much of energy. That's the reason whenever there is any atomic blast happen in the world, scientists suggest to put the coating of the cow dung and start living in that coating, because the radioactive rays will not pass through your cow dung. That is the impact of this cow dung cake actually.
I remember when olden houses,
yeah,
the courtyard and even the flooring.
Yes. Yeah. Correct.
Our place also, the flooring.
Correct. When is the fragrance, when is the bacteria, all those things are there. So this is the third principle, right? Now the fourth principle is 2 pinchful of unbroken, uncooked rice. 1 pinch, 2 pinch. That's all. 2 pinchful of unbroken, uncooked rice is smeared with the 2-3 drops of cow's ghee. That's the requirement to put in. There's an offering to do offering in the pot actually. So unbroken rice. I'll tell the science also. What is the science behind it? So 2-3 drops, 2 pinchful of unbroken rice is smeared with the 2-3 drops of cow's ghee. That's the fourth principle. So you can imagine almost 250 gram rice is enough for 1 month, ma'am. 250 gram rice is enough for 1 month. Similarly, 50 ml desi ghee is enough for 1 month. That means there are no expenses in this process. Because 50 gram rice, of course we have a rice in our home, right? There is no need to go and buy the rice from the market. You can check the rice, you can filter the rice, whatever the unbroken rices are there, you please use that rice. Akshat, right? So unbroken rice, so this is a 2 pinchful of unbroken uncooked rice smeared with your 2-3 drops of cow's ghee. That's the only thing as an offering. We need to put offering in the fire. That is your fourth principle, sir, right? There are no expenses in that. The fifth principle is the chanting of 2 mantras. I'll just chant 2 mantras in front of you. Then I'll tell you the science also how Agnihotra works. So the fifth principle is the chanting of 2 mantras for the morning. Suryaya Swaha, Suryaya Idam Namah, Prajapataye Swaha, Prajapataye Idam Namah. That's all. So there are only simple five steps. One is that your timetable, morning and evening timetable. Second is your pyramid shaped pot availability. Third is your cow dung cakes. Fourth is your 2 pinchful of unbroken. So 2 pinchful of unbroken uncooked rice is made with the 2-3 drops of cow's ghee. And fifth principle is the chanting of 2 mantras. So whenever you chant any mantra, which is based on the Vedic science, let's say you are chanting Om in the home, right? Om or whatever we are chanting in the home, it creates the vibrations in the environment actually. And vibrations are so powerful when, army goes on the bridge. If the frequency matches with the bridge frequency, then bridge may collapse. So vibrations are so powerful, sir. Vibrations are in the homes are so powerful actually. So when you do Agnihotra every day in the morning, every day in the evening, that's where the vibrations are increasing in the home. It gets enhances actually. That is why with the some person you would like to continue to meet because they use the positive vibes. With the some person you would like to go away because they use the negative vibes. Right, ma'am? This is all our experience I'm just saying, right? So this practice enhances the positivity in the home, in all the family members. There is a beauty of this entire process. So this is how the 5 principles works together. That is the one thing here. Now, how the science works actually? What is the science behind it? So as per science, so as I mentioned to you, the rice should be unbroken, right? So rice has the starch and moisture. Right? The content of this rice is the starch and moisture, right? So if the chemistry, as per the chemistry, it's a CO2. It's a H2O, sorry. It's a H2O, starch and moisture, it's H2O. Similarly, when you ignite this cow dung cake, there is a small quantity of CO2 coming out. When CO2 plus H2O, when they react together in the presence of heat, it creates your SCHO, formaldehyde gas. It is one of the gases which I mentioned, 4 gases now. So one of the gases I am giving an example. It creates the SCHO, formaldehyde gas actually. That gas is being used by doctors. When doctors goes for any kind of surgical operations, they passes all the equipments through this gas only, so that the bacteria for sterilization purpose, right? So that the bacteria of one patient will not pass to the other patient, right? Similarly, when doctors goes for any surgery, for their OT, operating theatre are getting disinfected with this gas only, with the SCHO, with the formaldehyde gas only. Now you can imagine the scenario, you are doing Agnihotra in the morning, you are doing Agnihotra in the evening, that gas is getting emitted in the home, that's why the bacteria are not there, sir. That is the science behind the Agnihotra. Your bacteria will not be there, your infection will get down, and that's the reason we are always keeping ourselves healthy, the entire family gets healthy actually. That is the science behind it, right, sir? You agree with that? Now, CO2 plus H2 equal to SCHO plus O2. O2 is what, sir? Pranavayu, oxygen, yes. It's a pranavayu, right? So nowadays, if you see, because of this industrialization, everything is there, right? There are no trees. I mean, of course, Bangalore has very much greenery. But if you see this area, we are not getting the pure oxygen. Even if you recall from the corona, the SpO2 level used to be almost 98, then 95, then 90, and then 85, and then we know about this story, right? So with the Agnihotra performance, you can measure the oxygen level before the Agnihotra. You please measure the process after the Agnihotra also, the oxygen level. There is an increase of the oxygen in the home actually. And why the oxygen is required actually? For our entire body to function. Our organs are there, blood is there, right? So blood takes the oxygen. When you do a pranayam, why we do a pranayam actually, sir? Because we want to take more and more air in the lungs, right? That's the fundamental, right? So when you do pranayama, when you do a deep breathing, when you do all this practice, because you want to take more and more oxygen in the body, and this oxygen goes to all the organs, all your cells, ma'am, all your cells through the blood. Wherever there is a scarcity of the oxygen, it creates the cancer also. One of the reasons of the cancer is the scarcity of the oxygen in the body actually. So with this process, bacteria will not be there, your infection will go away, and even the oxygen level also get increased with this process. So when you do Agnihotra, you please do Agnihotra. You can sit there for 5 minutes. You can do a deep pranayam. So you can do a pranayam. You can do a deep breathing. You can chant the mantras also. With that, you can purify the environment, yourself also, the entire family also. And expenses are very minimal. So this is the first aspect we covered about the air. As I mentioned, it is a holistic approach which can purify the air, the water, and the food grains. So I just covered the air aspect. Now we will cover the water aspect, how it purifies the water. Right, sir? Are you with me? Yeah. Thank you for that. Okay, for the water. So now I'll just show you one book. This is the book of Agnihotra Chikitsa. It's actually in Hindi and the Kannada language. Kannada language is also there actually with me, not the English version. So what happened? When you do Agnihotra, because of this cow dung cakes, there will be ash. There will be ash as a byproduct. This ash can be used for the medicinal purposes. Almost 90 kind of diseases can be cured with the help of this Agnihotra ash, ma'am. Your cough, cold, sneezing, even asthma can be cured. Epilepsy, even cancer first stage can be cured with the help of Agnihotra ash actually. That is there in this book. The entire, all the diseases are there. How to take half teaspoon, 1 teaspoon with the water, with the honey, everything is captured in this book. So all the things can be cured with the help of Agnihotra ash. We learn in Bangalore because there is a weather always fluctuate here. It's a hot and cold mix, so we can find, cough and cold always, right? We generally takes only half teaspoon with the lukewarm water. And within 1 or 2 days, we get rid of the entire disease actually. This is how we are using the ash actually, sir, in our home. Similarly, when my both daughters goes for any kind of, games or cycling, if there is any bleeding, any cut is there, then you can apply the ash. You won't believe, sir, there will not be any, the bleeding will further, reduce. It will get stopped actually, bleeding will get stopped with the ash. Even you can't identify after some days there is any wound also, any symbol also. So we apply only Agnihotra ash whenever there is a bleeding or any cut is there, we apply only ash. There is no antiseptic cream in my home for the last 15 years. We just use only ash. Even the person who has the allergy, who has the skin problems, they can use the ash, they can put in the water and they can take the bath with that water. I have seen many patients who has very good recovery with the help of Agnihotra ash, ma'am. That is the impact of the Agnihotra ash. Now for the water, what we do, so water we know, water has, so RO water we know about it, right? RO water has the TDS level of almost 25 to 27 number only, sir. TDS level is so minimum that there are no minerals in the body, there are no minerals in the water actually. So when you consume the water, you are consuming the water but still the minerals are not there. So when we get the municipality water also in our Jaipur hometown, for example, the TDS level is almost 100 to 120 numbers. That means minerals are there. So what we do in Bangalore here, because there is always groundwater only, so we have RO system also in our home. We purify the water with the RO system first, and then we take a big vessel, big bucket of the water, almost 20 to 25 liter in the evening, and we mix the ash with a big spoon which we prepare with the food, right? With big spoon we mix this ash in that bucket, and we keep this water for the almost 8 to 10 hours over the night. This water, and next day morning we filter this water. You won't believe, sir, they are minerals. They are all the minerals will be there in your water actually. Even oxygen also there in the water. Similarly, your water will become more, your water will be very, very digestive. It will be very lightweight. Similarly, your water will become alkaline. So why we feel ill is our body is there, right? pH level is there, where 0 to 7 is your acidic, and then there will be alkaline, right? So when you consume this water, then your body will try to tend towards the alkaline. That's where the number of health issues get reduced in the homes. So we use this water for the last many years. Even in the Bangalore also, we consume this water. This water is here. You can see this water also. So when you consume this, it will be very lighter, it will be sweeter actually, and it will have all the minerals with this ash, ma'am. And this water you can use for the cooking, you can use for the raw water as a raw water, and you can dip all the things also. Like for example, if you have the practice of eating almond in the morning, you can dip the almonds in that water only. That's where the things, so alkaline, your water will become alkaline with the help of Agnihotra ash. Everything is research driven, there are papers available, I can produce those papers. And this is our experience also. So beyond science also, there is experience, right? That is the one thing. So this is how we can do the water purification also with the help of Agnihotra ash. Right, sir? That is covered. Now on the food grain fruits actually. So we know we are working in the of course in the different offices. We are not the farmers. So whatever we are buying, we are buying from the hawkers only, right? All the vegetables, all the fruits, and we consume this thing, right? So we also know the farmers use the very much chemicals, the pesticide also while they produce the crop, right? So it's getting directly inside our body, right? So what we do in our home is, let's say there is a dinner time. So we just generally keep all the the vegetables or the fruits in that water only. We soak for almost 5 to 6 hours in that water only. And you won't believe, sir, there will be a layer of oil also you can see after 5 to 6 hours. That means chemicals, your pesticides will go away with the help of Agnihotra water. When you put this whatever things we are eating, when you put in the water, you will feel a very good results actually. That's the reason. If you see, there are a lot of farmers across India also and globe also. In the Rajasthan, MP, UP, Maharashtra, even Karnataka also, there are many farmers who are tending towards the Agnihotra organic farming. Of course, we know about the organic farming, right? We all know about the organic farming, right? Where you use the cow's urine, cow substance, right, to produce the crop. But nowadays, the farmers are going towards the Agnihotra organic farming because the difference between the organic farming and the Agnihotra organic farming is there are only two differences. One is you have to perform Agnihotra in the morning and in the evening in the farmland. As we breathe, the plant also breathe. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Say yes. So as we breathe, the plant also breathe. So if they also need the pure environment, if there is an ill environment, then of course the results will be in that way only. 95% minerals generally plant takes from the environment actually. So NPK, this is the nitrogen, potassium, phosphorus, is a major minerals actually, and there are 15 more, right? They are taken from the plants, they are taken from the environment only. So when you do Agnihotra in the center, let's say there is a 2-acre farmland, you please do it in the center, the entire area gets purified. That's why it is being popular nowadays in the farmers also. There is this book is available. It has multiple researches done by the scientists. From the agriculture side, they have done the multiple research. They took multiple forms, one with the organic farming, one with the organic farming, one with the chemical farming, and the results were so phenomenal. The results were really good actually. Even I have seen in our Maharashtra Bhopal, there is a 2-acre land where we just produce all the crop with the help of Agnihotra practice only. So with this Agnihotra practice, you can purify your air, your water, and the food grains also. Even if you have a kitchen garden in your home, you can spread the ash. So there are two differences which I mentioned. One is the Agnihotra practice the farmer has to do in the morning and evening, exact time of sunrise and sunset timing. And second is the ash which is there in this pot, they will spread in the land, in the soil. Your soil will become more fertile. The earthworms will increase. Your water holding capacity will increase with the help of Agnihotra ash actually. That's the reason multiple farmers are moving towards the Agnihotra organic farming, which is again ancient science only, ancient practice only. That is the thing. So I think I covered the entire topic, and we wanted to give a demo also to you, so my wife will help you understand. So whatever we are seeing, I'll just take only 2 more minutes. So whatever we are seeing, everything, all the books, all these pots, we are taking from the Madhavashram Bhopal, everything. This cow dung we are taking from the Goshala only, even the ghee also we take it from the Goshala only. So everything is pure. So intention is to purify the environment, right? So we just make sure whatever we are doing, we are going to use in the Agnihotra should be purified. So we generally take it from the Madhavashram Bhopal or other Goshala just to make it very sure. In Bangalore also there are a lot of persons who are doing Agnihotra regularly, and they take it all those things which is available in plenty with us, for example. That is the one thing. So that is the one. Then we'll come to the question answer later. Yeah, how to do, you can explain.
Namaskar everyone. Just now we just understand why to perform Agnihotra and what all are the principles of Agnihotra. Now let's see how to perform Agnihotra. Out of the 5 principles, one of the principle is this pyramid shaped copper pot. So we will be using this, and one of the principle is sunrise and sunset time. So today morning time was 6:49. Today 6:49 was the time for the sunrise time. So at around 6 to 7 minutes prior to it, this is the time when we will be offering the offers, right? It means rice and cow's ghee we will be offering this at this particular moment. So before that we will be preparing the fire. So fire will be prepared by the cow dung cakes. So we will just convert it into small pieces like this. We will convert it small pieces. Randomly we will take it. It's not like any particular shape or size. In the center we will take one piece like this. One piece we will take like this. Using any of the natural product we will be igniting it. So either it could be camphor, or it could be google which comes from the plants, or it could be cotton dipped in cow's ghee. Anything we can use which is not polluting our environment, which is good for our environment, we can use that. So we'll keep 1 or 2 pieces in the center. According to the season, we will take the this camphor pieces, because in rainy season it takes time to ignite. That's the reason. So 1 piece we'll take it over here, keep it here. 4 pieces in the 4 corners we will keep like this. We'll arrange it. Almost 1.5 cow dung piece is used in one-time performance of Agnihotra like this. 1 in the center and 4 pieces in the 4 corners. We will arrange it like this. Right?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, continue.
Yeah. So this like this we will arrange it almost 6 to 7 minutes prior to the time given in the timetable, right? And in the center, using camphor, we will ignite it. Like this. Matchbox. Now in cross we will arrange the cow dung pieces like this, so that proper ventilation will be there and not much smoke will be created. In the cross we will arrange the cow dung pieces. Here in the center we have put a camphor, and we will ignite almost 6 to 7 minutes prior, although it's not the time for the sunrise, but still for the just for demonstrating it, we are igniting it like this. In the cross we will arrange the cow dung pieces. As much layers we want to arrange, we can. There is no such rule that 3-4 layers will be there. As if you want, you can wind up over here even, and if you want, you can make more layers even. It's up to you only. It's simply as per the availability of the cow dung cakes. In the center we will arrange 1 more piece, so that proper flame will be created, right? In these 5 to 6 minutes it will be properly ignited, and we'll, in the meantime we will take all these offerings. We'll prepare the offerings. Morning mantras, just Naveen told you how to chant the morning mantras. I will chant the evening mantras right now with you. This much of randomly we will take the rice randomly. Almost 60 to 70 grains of rice we will take, and smear with the cow's ghee. Almost 2 to 3 drops of cow's ghee randomly we will take using finger, and just mix it. This is are the offerings which we will be prepared with the, before the time which is mentioned in the timetable. Exactly at the time of the timetable, time of the sunrise or the sunset, we will chant the mantras and we will offer these offerings. This is the preparation we have to do. Any one of the person will be offering, rest all will be sitting near to it and will be chanting the mantras. Mantras will be chanted by everyone, but offerings will be given by anyone. It's not compulsory to take bath prior to it. We can, if we are in the habit of doing it, early in the morning, we can do it. It's good to take bath, but if because of any of the reason we wake up late in the morning, so it's not compulsory to take bath. We can simply wash our hands, we can simply brush our teeth, and we can simply perform Agnihotra, right? So just almost 1 minute prior, we will just shift it over here so that proper space will be there in the center, and we can offer the offerings. This means almost within 6 minutes it will be ignited properly. Right now it's 1.5 minutes only. Yeah, we can add more time for even if we are feeling like it's not ignited properly, but within 5 minutes it will be. Within 4 to 5 minutes it will be properly, fire will be prepared. So we can wait for 2-3 more minutes so that proper fire will be prepared. Whatsoever will be the position of the fire doesn't make a difference. We have to offer offerings exactly at the same time, right? Maybe we are late in igniting, then also we have to offer exactly at the same time. In 6:49 was the time in the morning today, so exactly whensoever it will be 6:49, we will start chanting the mantras. Mantras will be chanted by everyone, and offerings will be given by only one of the person. In the evening, if because of any of the reason we are in the office, if we are not available, if our child is available, so he or she can perform. There is no reason because of which we can't perform Agnihotra. There is no exception. If any of the birth is there in our house, any death is there, or any other reason, there is no impact of performing Agnihotra throughout the month, throughout the year. We can perform. Because of our reasons, we can skip. If we are not available at home, we are traveling somewhere, if any such reason is there, we can skip Agnihotra. Otherwise, there is no other reason because of which we can't perform Agnihotra. We can do it. It's simply a scientific procedure. It's nothing related to any of the religion. I was even a hostler. Throughout my hostel life, I have performed throughout the month, throughout the year. It can be done. Right, so this is like fire will be prepared. Whatsoever the situation is there, we will start exactly at the time. We will chant the mantras. We will be chanting evening mantras. It's mentioned in the this leaflet even. If you can read Hindi, so fine. We will be chanting the morning mantras only, not the evening mantras. Suryaya Swaha. Suryaya idam namah Prajapataye Swaha Prajapataye idam namah. It hardly takes 30 seconds to chant the mantras, and this is all Agnihotra performance sit, but we should sit in this environment at least for 5 minutes so that whatsoever the gases are coming out of it, we should inhale it through deep breathing. We can meditate over here in this duration, or if we are in the habit of doing any other rituals, any other whatsoever, any puja part or whatsoever you want to do, you can do in this environment, and after that you can keep it at the safe place. Once it is cold enough, so you can keep it in the safe place. You can perform Agnihotra anywhere in your house, in the center of your house, in the balcony if you want, in the kitchen, or if you are having any of the area where you do any other religious activities. So you can do Agnihotra anywhere in your house, but once you have performed it, it's cold enough, so you can keep it aside so that means it will be safe enough, because of no one will get injured and it won't get hurt. That's the reason. This is how Agnihotra is performed. And once we will be performing the next time, then only we will be emptying this ash in any of the container, any of the vessel. Till that time it will be kept as it is. Means we will not take out the ash until unless we will be performing the next time. If we are skipping next time performance because of any of the reason, it will be kept as it is. Once we will be performing it, then we will be taking it out, and then only we'll be preparing for the next time performance. And we need not to clean it. Within 2-3 times performance from this, this will turn like this. right? We need not to clean it because once we'll be rubbing it, its dimension are gonna change and we don't want to change the dimensions of it. So simply we will by finger only, if any of the means material we are seeing, so by finger only we'll just clean it, or by simple cloth we will, but we won't rub it, we won't scrub it. Right, let it be black, no issues. With 5 to 6 time performance, it has become like this. Originally it was like that and now it is like this. So it doesn't make a difference, and there is no myth regarding anything. We can sit in any direction because energy which is coming from the cosmos, it is spreading in all the directions. So in any of the direction we can sit in, means need not to take bath. It's very good if you are in the habit of, but it's not compulsory to take bath prior to it, and there is no such reason because of which we can't do it, right? And there is no means nothing to think about ki if this is the condition what to do, if this is that is the condition what to do, nothing like that. Simple 5 principles are to be followed, that's it, nothing else. Only these principles are to be followed strictly, no other principle is there, but randomly we can do, means this performance can be done by anyone. It's not compulsory. If we both are not there, our daughters, they perform Agnihotra at home. 11 to 12 years of kid can easily perform Agnihotra. There is nothing hard in it. When we'll be doing 2 or 3 times, we'll learn these mantras. Only 2-line mantras are there, so we can easily learn this and we can easily perform it. And how this started in our house in the year 1981, when my mother was pregnant, when I was about to born. I am 81 born. So when I was about to born, my mother had epilepsy. Earlier she was completely fit and fine, but in the year 81 when she was pregnant, suddenly she was diagnosed with epilepsy, and doctors, as per the doctor, throughout her life she had to take medication, and 3 doses a day, 500 mg's Agnihotra medicine she was taking regularly, and her mental status was even deteriorating day by day. Her weight was even deteriorating because of so much of medication. She can't work on the gas alone. She can't latch the toilets because anytime fates had come, and my father is retired from Punjab National Bank. At that time he was posted in Kota, one of the place of in Rajasthan only, and my brother is 2.5 years elder to me, means almost he was 2 years at that time. So this was the situation, and continuing day by day it was deteriorating day by day. So 3 years it kept on going like this. In the year 84, April 84, my father's friend Mr. Vishnu Poddar, he was performing Agnihotra at that time even. He suggested my father to perform Agnihotra because there was so much of health issues in the home and so much of tensions was there because of all this. So in the year 84, because of these conditions, it started, means forcefully it started in our house in the April 84. And when 3 to 4 months were there, after that my father realized that there is better improvement. In the last 3 years my mother was suffering from that disease, but after 3-4 months of performance of Agnihotra, she started recovering. If it is the impact of medication, so it would have been seen in last 3 years even, but there was no such impact, and as per doctor she had to take medication throughout her life. So within 6 months my father started reducing the doses, and within 1.5 years my mother's doses were completely stopped. Since last more than 37 years, she has not taken even a single dose, and not even a single attack is there. This is the impact of Agnihotra. And as per medical science, because it was during pregnancy, so it should have transmitted to me even. Right now I am 43 plus. Till now, touch wood, there is not even a single attack. I am even having 2 daughters, they are even completely fit and fine. This is all what we had got from Agnihotra. That's the reason we are here. I was a hostler, I was performing over there. My brother, he is in Reliance and he is in Mumbai. He is performing over there. My parents are there. Everyone over here, over in our family, we are performing Agnihotra, and we are trying to spread this message so that whatsoever benefits we are getting, others can even have. If we are performing, we are benefited out of it. If you will be performing, you will be benefited out of it. So this is a simple process for keeping ourselves mentally and physically healthy, and it's really very effective. And once you will be performing it for 6 to 7 days, you will yourself will feel a little bit change is there, positivity is there. Means we are earning, we all are earning, we all are doing all our daily course, everything we are doing, but a satisfaction level, happiness, what we are getting from it, it is just in parallel, and that only is needed. Or everyone will be earning, obviously we all will be doing all our work, but still something is missing. something, and this is fulfilled by this performance, simple performance, and there is no impact if you are going to miss any of the time. Whatsoever the number of times you will be performing it, you will be getting benefited out of it, and you will be feeling happy. This is our experience. And if you have heard about that Bhopal gas tragedy in the year 1984, 3rd December 1984, there was MIC gas leakage in the Union Carbide Company. So illustration was there in the newspaper, that MP Chronicle newspaper, which is Bhopal's newspaper. So over there illustration was there that more than 25,000 people were died because of that gas leakage from that company, and 2-3 families were residing in that vicinity only, but they were performing Agnihotra, so none of the family members were impacted because of the ill effect of that gas. Rest all, most of the people, means so many people were impacted. Eyes were red, or means if ladies were pregnant, so doctor said to means discard the baby because they won't be healthy. It was means doctor's suggestion. Everything was elaborated in the newspaper. 2 families, Mr. Kushwaha family and Prajapati family. These family we know. Personally, we know them since last more than 50 years. They are performing Agnihotra. We know them personally. So they were performing at that time even, and they all were safeguarded because of this performance. So this is the impact of Agnihotra. Not only on this, means everywhere you will find, in every aspect of our life, we will find the impact of it. Once we will start performing, we will find a good positive changes in our life. We will feel safe actually. So this is all what Agnihotra gives. It's our experience. You can even experience, and if you are having any doubts, any questions, you can ask.
We are open for that. We will try to convince you the answers. Any questions, any queries are welcome on this.
How long the effect will stay when you perform in the morning?
Correct.
Like when you open the windows.
Almost 10 to 12 hours.
So basically when you perform Agnihotra in the
When you
morning.
open the windows, right,
Yeah.
to the direction.
So there is
And-
air gets.
Yeah. So when you perform Agnihotra, so when you do in the morning performance, it will be there till the evening time actually. So almost 12 hours impact will be there in the home actually. So when you do again in the evening, then the next again 12 hours will be covered. So almost 24 hours you will be covered with kind of Agnihotra. So when you do Agnihotra in the morning, till the evening it will be there. When you do in the evening, then the next day morning will be there. So for example, let's say we are in the job, right? And it's very difficult for me to come back from the job to my home in the evening, right? But my family does it. So because of that, when I come, enter in the house, at least I will feel it very good. That is right. So 24 hours, 24/7, you will be covered, you will be connected to the environment with the help of Agnihotra process. That is the
You just told that the ashes will not be clear till you start the second session.
correct.
So in the case that where you want to put it in water or something,
Yeah.
that only happens.
Yes. So basically what happened, for example, I'll just hold. Okay. So what happened when you do Agnihotra in the morning, let's say this ash is there now, right? So as I mentioned, this shape actually attracts the cosmic energy. This pyramid shape attracts the cosmic energy. So your ash will become more powerful. So when you keep this ash from morning to evening, this ash will retain here. In the evening, you just again vacate in the container, basically maybe in the plastic container or in the any of the metal container also. You just vacate, keep it there. After 5 to 6 days, you will have a very good quantity of ash available. Then that ash can be used for the water also purification. That ash you can spray it in the kitchen garden if you have, or that ash can be used in the plant also, plant or the farmland also. So that is the thing. So when you start regularly this thing, you will have the ash, very good quantity ash available in the home actually.
And is it mandatory that we have to do only during the sunrise time, like if there is a delay of?
So okay, if the time passes, then we should not perform the Agnihotra because we will not get the benefit of the process actually. So we will not get the benefit of the process. So whenever we do, we should do it with the time bound only. So there are 5 principles as I mentioned, because the time has the impact on your nadi system actually. Inla nadi and pinla nadi, right? Because they works together. Even our spinal cord has the substance nadi also. It also gets breathe actually at this point of time. So when you do Agnihotra, you are trying to sync your body with the nature. So that's the reason the first principle itself says whenever we do Agnihotra, we should do in the morning and in the evening with the exact timing. So, and this time may vary. Let's say if you are in Bangalore, if you go to Mysore, then the timing will get changed because as per the science also, 35 kilometers. So how the time get drive actually? Because of the your longitude and lateral direction of the any of the point on the earth, right? So after 35 kilometer, it gets changed generally. So if you go to Mysore, there can be a change in the minute. Today time is 49, it could be 650 there over there. If you go to Kolkata, there is a drastic change. If you go to Mumbai, again drastic change. And if you go to across the globe, then again a change will be there, right? So this is the only Havan which is being done throughout 24 hours actually. So currently in the USA, if you see the time, today hour is morning, there is the evening, right? So they must be performing the Agnihotra, whoever is doing the practice, they are doing the evening performance, right? So this is the only yajna which is being performed 24 hours in the world.
Where do we get these timings every day?
So it is there. So what I'll do, I can share the app with you. It has the Madhavashram app. It has the month on month. So you see here, it has the month on month written over here. Then dates are there. Morning and evening timing is there. With our smartphone, you can see our timing and then you can do the process. So this app is available. I'll share with Sir also.
Every month it will change. Every month.
Yeah, because every day, yes. Because if you see the summer and winter also, na. In the summer and winter, if you see summer timing, the sunset timing, sunrise timing is different in the winter timing, right? So it gets changed. That is there. So with this timing, you can do the Agnihotra. All the steps are available with us. If you want to take copper pot, this is copper set available. These books are very good actually. If you have the practice of reading the books. Let's say this is In Search of Happiness. What is the happiness all about? It is there actually. Is it really a mental status or is it really with the money only? It is all books are there. You can also go through in your free time. You can read these books. These are really good books. Whoever wants to read, they can take it. Similarly, if you take this Agnihotra English book is 40 rupees, but Agnihotra English book is 20 rupees only. The same content, but whatever we are discussing, it is there in the books also. Agnihotra, the Kannada language also there. Then Chikitsa is there. So all the books are available. All these pots are available. Even cow dung cakes also are available with us. So whoever wants to take, they can take the set from us and then they can start. That is the humble request to everyone. The set price you want to tell? The set is actually 850 rupees. For example, this is actually
This is stand is of 120. This chimta is of 80, and this is of 50. Total is 850 copper set. And
Copper
it is
set.
not compulsory to take all the things. Only copper pot is required. Rest all is for simply for decoration sort of thing. So only pot is the mandatory thing which is required. Rest all we can use any stone.
Yeah.
Just beneath this copper pot, and we can perform over there. No issues.
Any more questions, sir? Anything? Any queries there?
Where do we get these cow dung cakes?
So it is available with us also. It's a 4 rupees per piece. We generally get it in the bulk from Goshala in the Maharashtra. Actually, there is one Goshala in Satara who supplies the cow dung cakes to us, and from there we are giving to everyone in the Bangalore also. So we have almost 200 numbers available in our car also. It is there. It is just some small numbers are there with us also. So you can get it from us. And let's say there is a consumption of this cow dung cakes, then you can just place the order. I mean, we can send it through porter also, or if you are coming in that area, Whitefield area. My house is in the Alpine Eco apartment. This is in the Mahatali area. If you are coming on that side, then you are
And if
you are
on your own expert.
yeah, you are welcome to come to home also and then get the cow dung cakes from there. But currently we have the entire steps available except the rice, because the rice you can take it from home. This app I'll just share with you. If you want to take ghee also, it's available. Everything is there with us. Whatever. But I hope you enjoyed the session, at least the knowledge part of it. Yeah. I hope you enjoyed, right? So whatever you are saying, this is through the experience only. If I ask you whether rasgulla is sweet or bitter, then you will say this man is mad. He doesn't know what is the taste of the rasgulla, right? They all will say, right? Because we already tested, right? So rasgulla has a sweet taste only because we experience so far. So whatever we are saying is we have to experience, then only we will realize the benefit actually. So you can trust and you can start the things as per your need, and you can start in your home. Yeah, you can also search on Google. Actually, there are a lot of steps are available on the Google. You can find a lot of research paper on the Google also. You can go through, you can check it out and start doing the Agnihotra performance in the home for all the family members. Yoga, of course, sir is taking the classes here. I mean, sir is helping everyone to be there in the healthy state, physically or mentally. But the other family members are also there with us. If you go for evening walk or morning walk, the person who is doing the work, they are getting benefit, right, sir? Who is going for the walk, he is getting the benefit. But when you do Agnihotra, everyone in the family gets the benefit, irrespective whether they are sitting or not sitting, whether they are there in the home or not there. Whenever they will come back to home, they will get the very good and healthy environment where the bacteria will not be there, your infection will not be there, you will feel very happy. That is the one thing. That's the
If I do only during the weekends.
Sir, it's up to you. If you want to take more advantage, more benefits, then you can do it in the morning also. Let's say the evening is difficult for you to come back from office. You can do it in the morning. The morning time is almost 6:50. 6:50 is the highest time now in the winter season. Otherwise, it will get down. 6:49, 6:48, 6:40 like this. Or if the other members are there in your family, they can do it. Or if nothing there is no solution, then you can do it in the weekend also. You can try to do it on the 2 times in the weekend. At least you will be better than the other person who is not doing anything.
Once you see the benefit, maybe
Yeah, you will motivate.
Yes, then you will get motivated for sure. That is for sure.
As they said, we can do pranayama also along with.
Yes, sir. So when you do Agnihotra, because the entire environment becomes healthier, I mean, there will be air also, right? Oxygen also available. You can do a pranayama, you can do a deep breathing, you can do your yoga also. Everything can be done in that environment. Even meditation you can do a prayer also. Whatever the prayer we do in our home, you can do in that environment. The results will be more, more positive side. I mean, there will be more good results compared to your previous steps.
In many houses, we that doop, in the
Huh.
area. So how does it differ with? What is different?
No, sir. Dhoop is only one substance, right? Which we are doing, right? Here they are the 5 principles. As I told, the 5 principles has a different, the science, different impact. The time has the impact, right? This pot shape has the impact. Cow dung has the impact. Everything has the positive impact on our body. So when you combine the 5 principles together, that's where the gases are getting emitted. It's a completely science. So the 4 kind of gases are getting emitted because of this entire process. And when these gases are getting mixed in the environment, that's why your bacteria are not there. There was a study done in the Pune also. There was a FC college. You can search on the Google also. There is a FC Ferguson college is there in Pune. What they did is they took 2 holes. One hole without the Agnihotra performance, one with the Agnihotra performance. Throughout the almost 10 days time, they did the experiment. They conducted the Agnihotra in the bigger hole, the other hole actually. In one hole it was the same thing only. After 10 days time, they checked the air quality actually. You won't believe, sir, 90% of the bacteria was not there in that air. That is the impact, sir.
So how is it different from Havana, which we do Havana?
Sir,
Samadhi we use.
Yes. So basically, sir, actually there are many kinds of havans are available, right? One is your niyamit, one is your naimatik. So one is regular actually, and one is the with some purpose. So for example, with some purpose means like you might have seen the Ramayana also. There was some havan done, and then the birth of all our god and goddess, right? This is havan, but this is the regular havan actually. That is the regular havan. So this havan is so small that anyone can do in the home. Because if you do a bigger havan, it needs a lot of ghee, lot of other stuffs also which you can't afford daily.
No, but my question is वो जो हवन सामग्री हम यूज करते हैं
हाँ.
और यहाँ पे काउ डंग यूज कर रहे हैं उनमें कुछ
They are using samita, that plants, trees they are using. Yeah, we can use that even. But it is not easily available. No, it's not. But all the trees, plant means trunk we can't use. It will be a particular for particular plants only that are having sweet fruits, and some laws are there. Of that trees only we can use samita. Samita can be used for this even. No issue.
Samita only trees. If you are asking about the different materials,
Not that, but only trees.
In
And
Agnihotra-
that too means they are having sweet fruits
Taste.
and one more law is there should not be any thorns, should not be there in that trees. Some different laws are there. That trees we can use.
But cow dung, as I explained, it has a science. The entire science is there for this. So whatever you are discussing is completely from science point of view. So cow dung, as I mentioned, it has the very medicinal properties also. When you ignite, it creates the CO2 gases, right? So when H2 and CO2 react together, it creates the 4 kind of gases actually. So if you use the samita or other things, then the gases will not be there. then your bacteria, your infection, I don't know what is the experience of the other persons, but when we do, which is prescribed in the things also, which is used by everywhere in the world also, we generally use the cow dung peats. Because everything is actually interlinked things. Everything is interlinked. If you skip any of the thing or change anything in that 5 process, then the results will not be there as we anticipate. There will be change for sure. But if you do it with the Agnihotra 5 principle, I guarantee you within 21 days or within a month or 1.5 months, you will feel a difference in the home. There is an experience shared by many other persons also who started doing Agnihotra. I got multiple time calls also. There is one WhatsApp group made by me also in Agnihotra Bangalore. Almost there are 160 members are there. We generally put only Agnihotra things only there, nothing else. But this is the experience of many of the persons. Even outside the Bangalore also, there are many farmers who just called and they said the earthworms are increased because of this entire process. They have seen these things actually. So 5 principles. Use only the 5 principles, and then you can do other ones also, but not in this pot. Actually, this pot is meant only for Agnihotra purpose. So if you want to do a, let's say, other havan which you do in a 10 days time, 9 days time in your Navratra vagara, you please use the other pot, because every pot has the other things. So if you see the other pots also, there is a kunda, right? There are the kundas are there, right?
Correct.
You know the signs of that kunda also. So this is as I mentioned, this is actually made of the simple copper sheet. With the die only, it has this structure. There is no joint into this. If you put the kunda also, then what happens? You will go for the soldering or brazing or welding process. How will you put the kunda? You have to apply some process, right? Either it's a soldering or the brazing or the welding process. Then what happens? Your properties will get changed. Your material properties will get changed with those things actually. So if you see, this is very simple havan. There is no joint, no kunda in this. Nothing is there. We get this all the steps from Adha Ashram Bhopal, as I mentioned. They have a die, and from there they are getting this thing, and we are trying to give to everyone. So there is no if and buts. There are the 5 principles which we have to follow while doing Agnihotra. Then only we get the benefit. That is the humble submission for the queries.
Can we reuse the half-burnt cow dung kits? Can we reuse contents once used, or you have to use fresh?
Because it's converted into ash.
It's completely converted.
Yes, ma'am. You can
Completely
see.
converted.
Yeah, you can see. You can come here. You can see here. This is completely ash, ma'am.
See.
Fully burned.
Fully burnt. Ma'am. So 1.5 pieces is required for one time of the
You can use
performance.
one even as per your convenience, because we are in the habit of using this much of layers. You can use less even, no issues.
Yeah. But it will cover in the ash only, which can be used for multiple purposes. That is the
You spoke about consumption of this ash.
right.
So you in the current process that you follow at home, you put it in the water and put it for 12 hours or so.
Yes.
Overnight.
Overnight. So we take a 20 liter of water. You can taste this water also, sir. It is Agnihotra ash water only. So what we do is we take a bigger utensil or bigger bucket, actually almost 20 to 25 liter water, and we put the ash in that water actually. Even when the RO service person came, he did the TDS level check. The water has only almost 20-25 number only. The groundwater was having almost 400 numbers around, and when he did the test of this, it was almost 100 numbers only.
100.
Yes. Which is
So
very
after putting the ash.
yes,
After putting ash.
which is very much required by our body actually. So you can
Did you put
1 teaspoon, bigger one, by which we prepare.
20-25 liter?
Yeah.
yeah.
One
You
liter.
filter it after that?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this ash even filtered once.
Yeah.
Because it may even have small pieces of stones or something. So first filter this ash and then apply it.
Filter
We share the
Using
video.
cloth or means
chunni.
by sieve only you
Yeah.
can.
Yeah, yeah.
Most of the
chunni
time,
kind
most
Yes,
of the
yes,
time it
yes.
is not there, but still better to sieve it once.
Yeah.
It hardly takes a minute, not more than that.
Put that in a water,
Yeah.
leave it for 12 hours.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Mix
then
it
again-
properly, thoroughly once,
And-
and then leave it. It will settle down.
Okay.
And just take out that uppermost water.
And
Oh,
then
just
put it-
upper, it will.
It will settle down.
Yeah.
This will settle down.
Because of the gravity, it will get down in the bottom of the vessel, and then you can filter the water and you can use that
You
water.
You can
use
put
that.
directly in the RO filter also, right?
No,
We
so
have
they are not
done
using.
like this. We
No.
have to take in RO water in the bucket. What we are doing is we are taking the water in the bucket and then over there, because our RO is of 8 liter capacity and it takes almost 15 to 20 minutes to refill it.
Correct.
So we are just taking it in a bucket and almost 20-25 liters of water. Throughout the day it is sufficient for us.
Yeah.
We
There's
are
a one
preparing
thing.
food even by that water only.
If you put it directly in the RO, then I think the filter will get choked.
Chalk.
Yeah. So,
You just
you know.
mentioned
The other filter you can put. Okay, the-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes, sir.
You just mentioned about water turning into alkaline.
Yes,
sir.
Is it, I mean, research?
Because of the ash.
Yeah, you can get it tested even.
Oh,
Yeah.
Water testing you can do.
You can do the water testing. We have the results also available with the water testing. The water we convert into alkaline.
Alkaline. And minerals, number of minerals even you can get it checked. You can do. Oxygen level you can check before and after performance of Agnihotra.
So what happens?
Oh,
What is the process? Putting this ash, how it turns to alkaline? What are the
how it is happening that we don't know, but the water we get it tested, it is there. Minerals are there and it is alkaline.
So basically, I think there are some research paper. I'll just share with you guys. It has almost 90 kind of things available in the alkaline in this water
Mineral
actually.
ash.
There is a research paper available which says when you put the water, when you put the ash in the water, so what happens actually, your ash will become more powerful. First of all, you have to understand with the 5 principles, you are trying to purify the environment. And every principle has the science and the impact, the positive impacts, right? When it mixed combined, that's where the energy is there. Now, this ash will retain for 12 hours in this particular pot. Where the cosmic energy get centralized with this particular pot, your ash will become more powerful. That's the reason we are saying you do not bucket the ash until you go for the next time performance, right? So this ash will be more powerful. Then when you put the ash in the water, that's where the reactions of course happens, and then when you go for the water testing, for example, if you want to satisfy yourself, you can do the water testing also. You will find a very good results.
And you can find this ash with the name magical powder in Amazon even. It
Yeah.
is 2000 rupees per kg, something like that.
It's very expensive,
It's
sir.
very expensive over there. With the name magical powder. Agnihotra magical powder, you will find the same ash.
It is there. Even if you want to buy a powder kit from the Amazon, it will be very, very expensive.
Very
sir.
expensive it is.
We are just simply trying to. So actually, what we do is generally on the weekend we try to connect with the many of the yoga. Thanks to sir also, many of the yoga centers we try to connect, and there are many persons who does the Agnihotra also. They also offer us, can you please come down to our house? We'll also arrange some more persons in the house. We can please communicate back to Agnihotra topic to everyone. So we are trying to connect with the many persons in the Bangalore, and then thanks to sir also who has given the chance to come here. This was a positive for us also. And then we try to spread. So generally on weekend we try to go around the Bangalore. We can go anywhere in the Bangalore actually. On our own actually. Just try to spread the message about the Agnihotra. So later you can also Google, you can search about it, and if you want to take the stuff, you can take it right now. If you want to take the stuff later from our home, you can take it from my home also, or we can do a porter also. So in that case you have to pay the porter charges extra.
Here address and name and address.
It's
Here,
like buying a
at the
apartment.
last. Naveen Jain. It's second last.
I think at the same.
2 mobile numbers are given. First is of Naveen, second is of mine.
Yeah.
Naveen Shalini Jain at the last, if you can see. Here at the last. Ma'am is saying somewhere else. Here.
So any more questions?
Isn't it there? It's not there.
It's only the number.
Yeah, it's only
No,
number.
it's only the number.
If we take Alpine apartment, I'll share the address with you. There is no
It's
issue.
changed. Just take this if it's older one. Maybe it's the older one. It will be above then when we were in Jaipur. Naveen Jain. Is it?
So how long you been practicing this?
40 years.
40.
40
Yeah.
years.
Right now I'm 43. When I was 3 years, since then we are performing it. He's
So when
performing
I-
after
so-
marriage.
So when I got married, then only start. So of course we both are same only.
Wait, I'm performing since last
So
40 years.
I'm also claiming.
He's
It's a
performing
one
since last
home.
18 years. We got married 18 years back.
Yeah.
In 18 years, every day, morning, evening?
Most
Sir, morning is most always, but in the evening it's difficult from office. I can't come back from office, so it's very difficult. Only on
Okay to
weekends.
skip. It is okay to
Yeah.
No, no, my wife does
I
that.
am doing.
Assuming.
Yeah.
Because
It is okay.
It is okay to skip.
It is
sir.
okay.
If there is no one in the family, you can skip it. If there is someone in the family, let's say your parents are there, kids are there, wife is there, they can perform Agnihotra. So at least when you come back, it will create a good environment. So it is okay to skip. There is no issue at all. But try to do as much as possible. That is the thing. Anyone can do. Anyone can do Agnihotra in the home. Not necessary male or female. I mean, anyone can do.
Anybody online? Any questions online?
sir.
Anybody online?
Any alternative other than Goda?
Any?
Cakes, if you don't get Goda cake.
Ah.
any other alternative?
Yeah, Samhita, as we is told, there are some trees actually. You can use the trees.
Some trees which grow automatically. We need not to sow their seeds. Automatically they grow. Some trees are there, people and something. These trees we can use.
Yeah. But in the world also they are using only cow dung cakes. I think in India it's very much possible to get the cow dung cakes. Only cow dung cakes, not the buffalo wala. It's a cow dung
It's
cakes.
cotton.
Yes. Do not ask for the buffalo dung vagara. No, it's a cow dung. Cow.
Yeah, that's the reason from Gaushara only we are taking
Yes,
it.
even the ghee is the cow's ghee, sir.
Yeah.
Cow ko in Hindi we say as Gomata also, right? Why buy Gomata? Because it has that much of power actually. गोमाता इसलिए बोलते हैं कि वो उसमें इतना पावर है, वो इतना ज़्यादा उसमें जो भी चीज़ें हैं, काउस यूरिन, काउस सस्टेंस, एवरीथिंग इज गुड एक्चुअली फॉर द मैनकाइंड. Organic farming is majorly driven by the cow dung only, which we are eating, right? So that's the reason we are using only a cow's dung only.
We normally associate this fire and cow dung to one religion.
Right.
And this practice, when is it being followed by one religion or is it across?
So basically it's across the world. So for example, they say 2 plus 2. If I go to US also it's a 4 only. If I go to China also it's a 2 plus 2 equal to 4 only. So air, water and the food grain is a common actually across the world. So everyone can perform. There is no myth with the gender, with the gender, with the religion, any caste, any creed, any gender can perform.
Anyone.
Anyone can perform. So if you browse on Google, you will find there are a lot of foreigners who also do the Agnihotra with the same process. Cow dung cakes, this pot, they also chant the same mantras.
They are having a kit, a box sort, in which means its shape is like that. They are just keeping it all these stuffs over there and carrying with them.
Yeah.
So wheresoever they are going, they are performing over there. It's like that.
It is like that because it has so much of importance. That is the. Yes, sir. Any question on the call line also? We can take it further. Otherwise, I think we are done from our side.
Anybody online questions? Anybody?
Thanks for hearing patiently and coolly and calmly for us, and then.
So one quick question. So can anybody tell me all the 5 principles which you mentioned? What is the principle number 1?
Time.
Okay. Number 2?
Vessel.
Slab pyramid vessel, right? Then number 3?
Cow dung.
Cow dung cake. Number 4?
Rice.
Rice.
Rice and ghee.
So what is that rice?
Unbroken.
Uncooked rice. Unbroken, uncooked rice.
Uncooked,
And,
unbroken and ghee.
So how many pinches of rice? 2. And ghee how many? How much? 2 to 3, whatever.
Yeah.
And what is the last 5 pinches? Okay, what are the mantras? Can you chant the mantras together? Yeah.
Yes, we can do for evening now.
Yeah, we can do for evening.
Evening.
Okay.
Yeah.
Then she can
Yeah,
recite,
please.
we can.
Agnaye Swaha Agnaye Idam Namah Prajapataye Swaha Prajapataye Idam Namah. मैं जो भी ले रहा हूँ मतलब सुबह का है सूर्य भगवान और इट्स फॉर सन एंड फॉर गॉड दैट व्हाटसोएवर वी आर हैविंग इट्स फ्रॉम यू ओनली एंड वी आर जस्ट रिटर्निंग इट बैक टू यू because whatever we are taking is from you, from God only, so we are just returning it back to you.
Idam Namaha.
Yes, nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine. Everything is yours, and
Nothing is
we
mine.
are just offering
We are
it
just
back
trying to
you.
execute your follow. That's all.
That's
Whatever the rules are saying, we are trying to execute. Nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine.
That is the one thing which will take you to the spirituality level also.
Mama means me.
Yes,
Yeah,
ma'am.
Mama is, nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine.
Nothing is mine. Everything is yours.
What I am-
And we are just
Yeah.
by this rice and ghee, we are just returning it back to you.
Yes.
When we call Gayatri Parivar for the Havan at our home, they also.
Their mantras are different. See, there are so many yajnas are.
Idam na mama.
It is always
Yeah,
there, sir.
it's always there.
It will be always there actually, because we are trying to
And there are so many
de-attach.
yajnas are there, and every yajna is for particular specific objective. Like Ashwamedh Yajna was there, it is for some other objective, and that Kamishti Yajna was there, it is for the birth of the children even. So every yajna is having some objective, like that just few years back that yajna,
Ma Somya.
Somya Yajna was there. So every yajna is for some particular specific objective. This is for the purification of atmosphere, and it is for the objective like everyone can perform, easily can perform. That's the reason this is a small process of, because we can't do that big yajna, means it can be done once a year, or maybe 3 or 4, in 3 or 4 years we can perform once, because it's very expensive even, and some pandits and all are used for, we can't do on our own. So that's the reason we are performing this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot
Thank
to
you
you,
so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Naveen and Shalini for
Thank you.
having come here and explain all this.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Our pleasure,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
Thank you, sir. Yeah.
Can we wait a minute?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, you
there.
can.
It is there. You can take us.
Fine, yeah, sorry. I didn't take it. The last one is
ATM work? Yeah.
Yeah.
It's working.
This is our
Just-
number.
I'm just
Naveen
putting
and
that
Shalini.
just
Naveen's
outside.
number,
You can buy
my
it.
number. Second last. This.
Whatever books you want, you please take it from here or any book from there also. No, I have taken one book. Yeah.
Fine.
There is the English one.
Yeah,
English
English,
is there.
Agnihotra is available in English.
Yeah, I'll give it to you on Chinese. Yeah, you can. Please. Really, and the English book is there. You can take the books also. Whatever books you want, it is there with us. What do you think? You want the kit also is available with us? I'll read it.
Thank you everyone online for joining the class. I'll upload the video on YouTube
If they
also.
want any stuff from this, they can ask.
Yeah, so Naveen is there in the group, our 6 AM yoga group.
Yeah.
So you can put the messages in that as well. You will get the response from him. Good everybody.
Thank you.
A big thank you for to everyone who joined today for the program. Yeah.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thanks a lot. It was quite informative. Yeah. Thank you. Who's that? Yeah. Online, anybody, any feedback or any questions you can ask. You are audible to all of us. Give it to everybody.
You are comfortable with English?
Yeah.
Take.
Oh, very nice. तो कहती हूँ नंबर हम लोगों ने मैं बच्चों को बोलता हूँ भी बोर्ड से पढ़ेगा सिर्फ इंग्लिश पढ़ा था 12वीं तक सब चीज़ें हिंदी में
Okay, I'm disconnecting the call. Thanks a lot for joining. Thank you all of you.